Assassin's Creed Valhalla's first biggest paid expansion is now coming out in a couple weeks, which is the Season 2 Wrath of the Druids. So there are some things that you guys need to prepare yourself with before you start playing the first biggest expansion that is coming to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So the first thing that you guys want to be doing is, of course, complete the main story mission. And the reason why I'm saying this is because your player needs to be a higher level in order to play the Wrath of the Druids DLC. And there are going to be some very hard limited time challenges that are going to be coming out with this DLC as well, such as, for example, this brand new ring arena fights, which is going to be introduced to the game, which pretty much is like a gladiator fight where you survive waves over waves. And Ubisoft is most probably also going to be adding daily and weekly challenges for you to complete in some of these survival rounds. And the reward items are going to be very limited time, so make sure that you guys are prepared in order to not miss out on any of the content as soon as the Wrath of the Druids DLC drops. So which is why I'm saying make sure that you guys are completing the main story missions and get your AOR's level as high as you possibly can, because the arena fights are going to be a little bit more challenging, and if you're low level, then you're probably going to be struggling in order to complete some of these really hardcore challenges as well as get some of those limited time rewards. Now the next big thing that you guys should really focus on is, of course, to collect some of those opals that are currently available in the game. Now, as you guys know, Ubisoft has made it much easier for us to collect as much opals as we can, and opal credits is basically a special kind of currency in the game which can be used in your settlement merchant radar, where you can purchase some of the microtransaction items for absolutely free every time Ubisoft keeps updating their items weekly as well as 24 hours daily basis. And as you probably know, Wrath of the Druids is going to be getting a ton of new armors, new weapons, new gear sets, and a ton of new stuff. And we're mostly going to be getting more of the melee damage gear sets in the upcoming update, of course, especially since the Wrath of the Druids involves a lot of hand-to-hand combat, which is where we're going to get introduced to a brand new location, a brand new map in the game, also a whole new town, new upgrades for your settlement, and a ton of new stuff like that. So in order to survive these melee fights in the ring, you'll basically have to have the best gears that actually has better melee perks for a fist fight combat. And as you know, Ubisoft has promised that they're going to be bringing out a ton of new gear sets for this game, which is most likely going to get added to the Radar store, and you're going to be needing a ton of opal credits. So make sure that you guys are completing some of the daily challenges, weekly challenges, as well as go ahead and pick up all the contracts from Raiders time to time and gather as much opals as you can. And even if you have a ton of opal, try to save it. Don't buy any of the current gears that are present in the game. Just wait for it, because there are going to be a ton of new gear sets, new items, which are going to be much better than what we already have in the game. Now, like I previously said, for the preparation of the River Raids DLC, you're once again going to require as much supplies for your settlement, because Ubisoft has already confirmed that your settlement is going to get expanded, which means that you're basically going to require more supplies from your River Raids as well as your normal raids in the game in order to upgrade your settlement with brand new features, brand new places, and a lot of stuff that is going to get added to the game. So make sure that you guys are prepared for the Wrath of the Druids DLC. So I just wanted to make a very quick video just letting you guys know on what kind of preparations are you supposed to do for the Wrath of the Druids DLC, which is going to be coming out in just a couple weeks from now, as Ubisoft has already confirmed that the DLC is going to be releasing somewhere during the early March, which is only a few weeks away. And I'm super excited for the upcoming Season 2 content for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you guys excited for this DLC? Do you think the first paid expansion is going to be any good, or have you lost your faith after the River Raids and some of the free content that we already just got, which seems to be very repetitive, if I have to be honest though? So like you already know, if you guys do own the gold edition of the game or even the season pass, which you can of course buy separately, only then will you be able to access the Wrath of the Druids DLC, because this is going to be the first paid expansion. It is not going to be free. Just in case, I just wanted to let you guys know, because some people actually think that the Season 2 is going to be free, pretty much like the River Raids. That's not going to be the case with Wrath of the Druids. And as I always say, I love to keep all of my videos as short as possible and as informative as possible. So I don't really want to drag my videos all the way to 10 minutes long, even though I'm going to be missing out on some of those juicy ad revenues, just because I don't want to be wasting a ton of your time. So if you guys do appreciate some of these short videos, on to the point kind of videos, then you can always support me by just leaving a like on this video, so I know that you guys are kind of enjoying these type of content, so I can start making more short videos like like this without really dragging out my content like most of the Assassin's Creed YouTubers do these days. With that being said, for more Assassin's Creed videos as well as all the upcoming open world content, make sure to go ahead, smack that subscribe button, and also turn on that little bell notification. Set it to all because this broadcast YouTube doesn't send you notification if you don't turn on that notification, and set it to all, of course. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.